All right, what is going on, guys? It is time. Stage number 5. And I'm excited. I hadn't looked at this, but I found something out as I was getting ready to for tonight's show. For the previous show, stage number 5, that is what we have got going on today. It's Dunes Day. That is right. It is the first day, 100% dunes for these guys today. Wait until you hear the liaison that these guys got stuck with today, though. That kind of, I'm not going to say that sucks, but I think these guys have done pretty good so far. I mean, I know the first days have been, I'm sorry, it was just running. It has been a long day, but let's get right into it. It has been a absolute dream for these guys. It's been easy. Now we get into the dunes. We get into the harder stuff as we get closer to the rest day and then eventually into the chrono stage. So let's talk a little bit about that. Jump right on over into today's stage. There it is right up at the top, almost front and center. 100% dunes for these guys today. But check this out. That's not even the fun part. The fun part is going to be the commute that these guys got to do. 326 miles of riding on the highway. 326 miles for them on the highway or in the liaison section of it. You guys can see on the map there just about how long that is. As a matter of fact, it's so long that they've got a fuel stop in the liaison for these guys. So then once they finally make it to the start line, that's right, the DSS, Depart Selective Section, Depart Special Stage, they're going to be doing a 73-mile special. So only 73 miles of this is actual racing full on, but it is through the dunes. I personally have not ridden through the dunes, but man, does it seem like a chore, especially if you look at some of the dunes that are in Sonora, that the Sonora Rally goes through. Some of the largest dunes, I believe, in the world, even larger than that of Glamis. So that's where a lot of guys like to go and train. You do see a lot of the pro guys that come across, like this last year for the W2RC. The hopes were to go into the dunes in Sonora. Some environmental stuff, and didn't happen. But you know what? They get to do about 73 miles of it. I just did the 0.62 times the kilometers that it is. But anyway, that is today's stage. 100% dunes for these guys. Gonna be starting off with a 251 kilometer stint to the first gas. Then they're going to be doing 133 kilometers. That's going to get them around through the stage. They are going to have one transfer section in there, and then they're going to commute back to the bivouac through that stage. So actually it looks like they got two fuel stops along the liaison. It's so long. Second fuel stop, they will be able to do the full stage, and then, or the what should we say, the selective stage, and then come back around and get fuel one more time as they head back into the bivouac. So it's only about 19 kilometers back to the bivouac once they finish the stage. So it's not too long there. But man, that is definitely a long ride. So Mason Klein, just some of the highlights. Mason Klein still is in it, making it happen on the Covey. We did get word, or we did see a post earlier on the drive home of Jacob Argybright. Jacob sat out yesterday's stage, but we'll be back today with the Dakar experience, and he is starting absolutely dead last in this one. So we're going to talk a little bit about the starting order right now. Your top 10 starting order right now. It is, let's go over the timing really quick. So at 5:45 p.m., so 3 hours ago, a little under 3 hours ago, was the first bike out of the bivouac. They are expected to arrive at the time, or at the road book control, right at 5. If they left at 5:45 p.m. here, they're expected to arrive at the road book control at 11:30 tonight. So we still got a ways to go before these guys hit the stage. So 11:30 tonight, they will have, of course, their 15 minutes with the road book. Into the control section they go. Then they've got 5 minutes to make sure they got everything else ready, including, helmet strap, the lights, all of that stuff. And then from there, it is go time at 10:50, and it is going to be go time for none other than your stage winner from yesterday, Nacho Cornejo. Then we were going to have Ricky Brabeck in there. Let's see, we've got Nacho. This is interesting. Yeah, so we got Nacho, Ricky Brabeck in the number 2 spot, Kevin Benavides third off the line, Ross Branch fourth, Adrian Van Beveren fifth, Luciano Benavides 6th, Joan Barreda Bort in the number 7 spot, Rian Gonzalez in the number 8 spot, Skylar Howes in the number 9, and then Roman Romain Dumontier in the number 10 spot. Let's see, Matthew DeVasey in the 11th spot. Let's take a look at what is going on here. We'll just scan over this. Toby Price starting 15th today on the bikes. Then you've got Jean-Luc Lepin in the 18th spot, Quintanilla in the number 19 spot, followed by Daniel Sanders, El Chucky. Let's see, what are we? Let's keep going on down here. Taking a look. Jan Brayback, 34th. Niels Therick on the Cove in 35th. Let's see here. I want to find somebody. Somebody mentioned we've got a lady amongst these men. Jane Daniels from Great Britain, starting 54th on the stage today. How's this for expected to take the stage start at 1:05 p.m. or 1:05 a.m. here local time? How's that? That means a high noon showdown for them, but 1:05 a.m. for us here is when she'll be taking the stage there. The last bike will be leaving the start line. Keep on scrolling down to the very end. Last bike is off the line at 1:42 a.m. here Pacific Standard Time, and that is for the bikes. And let's take a look here. We should have, let's find out here. Just scrolling really quick through this list. Man, it is a long list. Right now, it is showing 131 bikes on this list here. Bikes, quads as well. So let's go back and take a look at what we've got here. That's the FIM, guys. We're going to have to go into a whole nother section. We're going to bring you guys some car updates as we get closer to the rest day. We've been talking about that in the comment section. It was brought up that, hey, you know, maybe some car coverage. Hey, why not? We got a few Americans that are there in the vehicles. Sarah Price, Seth Quintero. Seth Quintero was kind of a one. I had a hunch something was going to go down. You see, Nasser Al-Attiyah, I'm sure, would not hand the keys to a T1 Plus Gazoo Racing truck to just anybody. And then all of a sudden, Seth Quintero got to take it for a little jaunt through the dunes, kind of drive it around a little bit. That was some foreshadowing. There is no way that happens if there's not something going on in the background there. So glad to see Seth Quintero is in the T1 Plus truck, teammate there on the Gazoo Racing program. So if you guys have been following him, he started racing here in Southern California, doing the UTV series stuff, and then moving on up into the Red Bull feeder program up there. We're doing this SSV class, and now happens to be driving a $1 million truck through the sand dunes in Saudi Arabia today. So we'll follow with these guys along, follow a little bit more along. We've got also Sarah Price over there in the UTVs. That is also someone that she's been training with Ricky Braybeck alongside, and they've been doing their program as well. Have worked with them or worked on the crew and saw them out racing at Sonora Rally a couple times now. So always on it, doing a good job out there. And let's see how it shakes down. I believe she's got already a stage win under her belt, and we'll see how it shakes loose. We'll go over those results. We'll talk about them tomorrow. I'll start doing a little bit more research on it, and then we'll talk a little bit about that one. So what do you guys think? Is this going to be the stage in the dunes? Are we finally going to see an all Honda podium? I don't know. Could be. I don't know. Nacho, this is his stuff. That's what I'm hearing is that the dunes are his thing. So maybe we'll get to see him stay up on top. It may be a little bit difficult, though, because it is the dunes, but then it may be not. If he's that good in the dunes and picks up that bonus time, this could help solidify his current position up at the top, leading the 2024 Dakar Rally. So we'll find out. You got Ross Branch that was 1 minute and 40-ish seconds, less than 2 minutes behind him on the time or on the clock. So we'll find out a little bit more about that. But anyway, guys, what are your predictions? Leave them in the comments. Let's find out and see who's right, because I think these guys are going to be, I don't know that we're going to wake up to results at 3 a.m, but we'll find out. It'll be the first thing I check. So tomorrow, 3 a.m., hopefully we could get you guys some results bright and early, and then we'll start talking about that. Also looking for the update for stage number 6. And then we'll be working on as well. We're working on our halftime show once we get to the rest day. So looking forward to that one. It will likely be a live stream. If you guys want to join in on that one, I'll give you guys the details once I have more about that and what we're going to be doing. So with that being said, guys, it is time to call it a night. So we will see you guys in the morning. Enjoy